What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are here in Dubai. In this episode, we're gonna chat a little bit about my off-season journey, my comp prep, and then of course I am 5 weeks now post-op, so after my breast augmentation. And if you watched the previous video, I showed you guys what my first leg day training session looks like. So today I'm also going to show you guys what that looks like at the gym. Really amazing gym here in Dubai. It's got amazing equipment. It's got all of like the top bodybuilders in the world come here to train. So it is a bit hard not being able to train the way I want to train and really go to the same intensity that I want to go to with my leg workouts. I'm not even training upper body yet, but we are going to do a light lower body session today. So this will be my second lower body session that I'm going to film for you guys to show you how I'm getting back into training after basically 4 full weeks. No training, totally sedentary, just some light walks basically. Came out here for a little bit of work, a little bit of play, hit up the Dubai Muscle Expo a few days ago, and now we've got a couple of down days before we head back to the US. It's morning here, and I'm actually gonna show you guys my morning drink that I travel with. It's just to help with my immune system, to make sure I'm getting my daily greens in, good digestive health. So this is something that I always start my day with. Have some breakfast, and then we're gonna head off to the gym. These are my greens. I kind of rotate between a couple different brands, but this is the first form, Opti-Greens. I'm gonna toss in 2 scoops. I love these bags. They're so easy to travel with, but they are so messy. This is a powdered vitamin C, so I've been loving this combo. And then this is the GI support from Revive. I'll do a scoop of this. This is a shorter glass than I would typically use. So this is gonna be really strong. But it all mixes pretty well if you just stir it. Bottoms up. And right now I'm about 40 weeks out from Worlds in Las Vegas 2023. I will be defending my world title in the Fitness 35 Plus category at that show. And I'm really excited to really just level up my entire, not only my physique, but my stage presence. So that's gonna be a really big focus of mine in the next several months. Right now, because I'm just getting back into the swing of training, this is a little bit of a maintenance month for me. Kind of going easy, taking a little mental diet break. So while we are here in Dubai, I'm having a lot more food flexibility than I typically would. Still being mindful to get my protein in daily, to not go too overboard with sweets, and there's so much good food here. I do think it's really important to have some sort of diet breaks from time to time, especially if you are a serious athlete and you're going month after month after month. So all of this kind of came at perfect timing, I think. But here when we get back to Las Vegas, I am going to really start dialing in my food and my prep again going into 2023. And then I will be starting my diet a bit early, just to give you some perspective of where I'm at right now in terms of my current protocol and my fitness goals coming up here. I know a lot of people think 40 weeks sounds like an insane amount of time, but it really isn't. It's a short amount of time, especially if you are a world champion and you want to be the best of the best. So I am going for that title, maybe one other title. So we're gonna head to the gym right now. I'm gonna show you guys the beautiful view out here that we have of the Dubai's marina. It's absolutely gorgeous, and we're gonna head out to the gym. Let's go. So we are here at the hotel gym here. We have some amazing equipment. It's all techno gym stuff, which is really, really high end, top quality. And I believe this is the new hotel, so it's all new fit here. This is great. So we're gonna start with some walking lunges. I'm gonna do body weight only just because I don't wanna really hold anything or engage any upper body for today. And then we're gonna move on to a little bit of squats. I'm gonna test out my squats for today, which I haven't done just yet. Some abduction work, leg extensions, leg curls, some really standard stuff, just so I can avoid engaging upper body or having any flexion in my chest, and finish off with some step ups or reverse lunges. I'll see how I feel at the end. Ooh, feel the burn. So I'm already pretty winded from a couple sets of walking lunges, so definitely need to get my endurance back up. Almost 140. So it's gonna be interesting getting back into it these next few weeks. Definitely from sitting around so much, not training with, oh my gosh, really focused on getting my endurance back up these next few weeks. So walking lunges, 20 steps down and back. We're gonna stick with some high reps for this workout. Hopefully be able to start lifting heavier pretty soon. Okay, my legs are already pretty pumped, but I'm gonna do a couple of sets on the leg extension machine just to get a little bit more blood flow, warm up a little bit more before I hit some squats. If you're not familiar with it, you do want to make sure that you adjust it down here so that the pad kind of rests right above your ankles. And then also this lever is going to adjust your range of motion. I like to put it all the way up and get as much length range of motion that I possibly can. So we're going to do 2 sets, 20 reps here, and just really focusing on squeezing. One thing I'm being careful not to do, I'm not grabbing here to hold myself in because I don't want to engage any upper body right now. So I'm just trying to keep my hands, avoid that natural tendency to like grab and hold. All right, I lost count because I'm talking, so I'm going to do about 3 more here because I'm starting to feel that burn. 2 and 3. Whew, ouch. Stretching. So short breaks here. I'm taking about 60 to 90 seconds in between sets because I'm not going anywhere near failure on these, so I don't need as long of a break. When I go close to failure or going to failure, I'll take 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes even of a rest, depending on just the intensity of that workout. But again, today, just trying to get some blood flow. I'll hop back in here and do 1 more set. So we've moved on to squats. I've already done a couple of warm-up sets. This is gonna be the heaviest I go today. This is 10 kilos on each side, so I think this is about 95 pounds, something in that range. I'm not familiar with the conversion. If you're somebody who's not an experienced lifter, or maybe you're still feeling a lot of tightness in your upper body, I would say just do body weight. Maybe just throw a band around your knees. Wouldn't really hold anything in your upper body for a while if you're newer to weight training. Don't feel pressured that you have to start squatting right away if you are newer to lifting or you still just feel uncertain with how your recovery is going. It's always best to be safe than sorry. That feels pretty good. Did 2 working sets here of 15 reps. It's gonna be it for squats for today. We don't wanna push it. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, progress back to my previous weight. I felt pretty strong today, so all of that is good. No pain. See how I feel tomorrow, but I think we're good for squats. All right, so we're moving on to leg press. I did these in my last video, but it was more of a leg sled, so more of an angled press. Seated ones are a little tricky. One thing that you wanna make sure is, if you can, I've seen ones where the range of motion stops here. Again, I like to get as much range of motion as possible, so I'm actually going to lower this as far as it goes, which is pretty far, but it's gonna help me get as much stretch in my glutes and hamstrings as possible, which is what we want. I'm going to test out this weight, and I'm gonna stick with single leg again on these, see how I'm doing. Okay, yeah, that feels pretty good. So we're gonna aim for 12 to 15 reps on each leg. And with these, like I said, I'm going as far down as I possibly can go, get as much stretch through the glutes and hamstrings, and then from here I'm pushing through my heel. These feel pretty good. The great thing about this machine versus the one at the gyms, it's plate loaded, is again, if you're not able to use your upper body for one reason or another, I don't have to rely on someone else to stack the plates for me. So you can just adjust the weight to what you need. Not every gym has this piece of equipment. Sometimes it's one or the other, but since we have this one, we're gonna take advantage. If you didn't have a leg press machine, I would stick with something like stationary lunges, reverse lunges, no weight, Just do body weight. I think that's 12. I keep losing count because I'm talking. So we're gonna do 2 more sets like that here. I think I'm gonna increase the weight because that felt pretty good. I feel like my strength is pretty good today. So I'm gonna try to challenge myself again, not going to failure on anything. We're just getting back into things. And we just wanna make sure everything's feeling good before we start to really go back to the intensity that I was doing prior to surgery. Get me out of here. We moved on to leg curls, so working on our hamstrings. This machine, we've already got it set up. I like to adjust this so it's on the #1 setting, which basically lifts this up as high as possible and it gives you the greatest range of motion. You wouldn't want to start from here because when you curl, you don't get as much range. It is a little bit difficult to get into this particular piece of equipment. So if you are a beginner, I know sometimes these machines can feel a little intimidating. I've been doing this for 15 years. There's still machines that I don't know what the heck they do until I first get into them for the first time. I adjust this piece here so that it's right under my ankles. And then I adjust the seat here so that my knees are in line with the circle here, the pivot point. So once you have all that set up, then you can start to do your rep. We're just gonna do 2 sets of 15, really focusing on that contraction and squeezing at the bottom, and then nice, slow, eccentric, bringing the weight back up to the starting position. Not going to failure, just trying to get blood flow to the area and really just feel it in the muscle, isolate the muscle, and see how everything is feeling. I'm also not grabbing on to the sides here. You'll see I'm holding my arms here, which means I'm not gonna be able to go super heavy anyway. So keeping that slow eccentric and that squeeze is gonna be really important throughout the entire set. All right, so we've moved on to some glute isolation movements. Last workout, we started with abductions. This workout, we've flipped it. We're putting it towards the end. I'm gonna do 2 to 3 sets here, 20 reps, and then I'm actually gonna superset this one with some body weight hip thrusters. I've already adjusted this so that my knees are as close together as possible. Again, that's gonna make sure that you get the most range of motion. Sit back. I don't wanna hold on here too much, so I'm just gonna feel out the weight here, and this feels like it's about right. I think when I get to about 10, it's gonna be pretty hard. And with this exercise, you're really trying to feel it in your glutes here. Got 5 more. Ow. Okay, let's move on to our hip thrusters superset. We're just gonna do body weight here. 20 reps. Halfway, be surprised at how much you feel this when you've had 4 weeks off of training. The good news is you do pick up your strength quite quickly, but initially the first couple exercises, the first few workouts, definitely feel everything. Definitely feeling pumped right now. Ow. Okay, so that was the full workout for today. Again, this was my second leg workout post-op, and I'm feeling really strong. It is a little bit difficult to go lighter on each exercise because my natural tendency is I want to lift heavier, but I'm really trying to feel it out and I want to have a good recovery. I do anticipate in the next couple weeks I will be training upper body again, which I'm excited about. So when we get back to Las Vegas, I will show you guys a couple more leg workouts and then also upper body sessions as I start training full body again, which will be great. Today's workout was not focused on hitting any PRs or doing anything to failure. I'm just sticking with those higher rep ranges, 2 to 3 sets of everything, and getting good blood flow to the area. We are gonna go get a post-workout bite to eat, and as you can see, we're here in Dubai. It's gorgeous today, so we're gonna go out and get some sun and some R&R. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll be having more content in the coming weeks with regards to my recovery and then also my prep for Worlds.